Hey Byrne, Connor here with Handy Toyota. So I saw you doing some search around looking for a new SUV. One of those options happened to be the 2015 Highlander. So I'm just going to take a few minutes and run over the key features with you. So here I have the Highlander Limited. It's got basically all the bells and whistles on it. Do come in a couple different trim levels as far as the LE, the XLE, and the Limited Platinums. A little bit more about the vehicle. All the Highlanders are going to have a 3.5 liter V6 and also a 6-speed automatic transmission. Not to mention you will have the all-wheel drive capability. For the front of the vehicle here, we do have projector beam headlights for better visibility at night, and also on the XLE and the Limited models, we will have the fog lights as a standard feature. We also do have the alloy wheels, which are going to be a lot lighter and more compact than your average steel wheels. This particular model is going to have the mud flaps as well, and for the mirrors, we will have the heated outside mirrors with the turn signal indicator right on there. So coming around to the back, we do have the lift gate in the rear. You can also open up the window as well. The main part on all the Highlanders is we're going to have the backup camera, which makes it a lot easier for parking and parallel parking and backing into certain spots. So now I'll show you a little bit about the interior. So for the head unit on the Highlander, as you can see here, we have a really nice touchscreen head unit. This particular model is going to have the navigation as a standard feature. To use that, all you got to do is click on it. Then to go back home, you just hit the home button. This one does have this nice feature called Driver Easy Speak. Essentially what that does is it projects your voice to the rear third row, making it a lot easier to speak with those folks or your kids or anything like that, so you don't have to turn around and yell at them. We also have the Bluetooth connection, so you can actually sync your phone up and play music and make phone calls simply by using the sound of your voice. The Limited model will have the JBL sound system, so it's a nice upgraded sound system. For the climate center, we have a split zone climate center, so you can set each side to its own degree. And again, we also have those heated outside mirrors. We have a nice little storage tray here with the pop-open centerpiece that makes it so you can bring the cords down, plug them into either the USB or the 12-volt station right here. These buttons right here are going to be for your drivability. You can also turn off the traction control, which is always going to be on. We have the snow mode, which basically is a more adaptive all-wheel drive system. We have the downhill assist control, which makes going down a really steep incline in the conditions that much easier. It helps keep the vehicle nice and straight. We also have the 4-wheel drive lock button. So not only is it all-wheel drive, you can always lock in 50% power to the front and 50% power to the back if you need that extra security. We do have the 6-speed automatic transmission with the Tiptronic, so you can actually shift through the gears just by flicking the shifter up and down. For the Limited model, we will have the heated and cooled seats, which is really nice. On those hot days, you can actually cool the seat down. For the center console, as you can see here, we have a really nice two-way center console with the folding out tray. This pops right in. We also have that 12-volt plug-in down there as well, so that makes two for the driver and passenger. A little bit more about the vehicle. To my left here, for the steering wheel, we have all the controls for the head unit here on the left with those phone options, and again, that voice recognition button. We also have controls for the head unit over here. Cruise control is going to be standard on all models, and in the Limited model, we have adaptive radar cruise control. It'll actually adjust speeds with the car in front of you, so you don't ever have to change it, and it'll keep a nice distance. A couple buttons over here, we have the auto high beams, and we also have the blind spot monitor and the lane departure, basically making driving that much easier. The blind spot monitor is going to let you know when there's a car in your blind spot. We also have the automatic rear tailgate. You just press that button and the rear tailgate opens right up. And the parking sonar. Whenever you have that pushed in, it's going to let you know when there's an object too close to the vehicle simply by emitting just a little beeping noise. We also have all power windows and power door locks. Each side is going to have the automatic lock or automatic window, but just the one touch, so all of them are going to go down on one touch. And for the seats, we do have a really nice perforated leather seat. As you can see, it's going to make it a lot easier to cool and heat those seats up a lot faster. And as I had mentioned before, we do have that backup camera, so whenever I throw it in reverse, it's going to give us that projected path of what's behind you. Hopefully you never run into a desk in a showroom, but in this case, it's obviously going to let you know that it's there. So now I'll show you a little bit about the second row seats. So for the second row, it's an optional feature. We do have the captain's chairs, which is a really nice feature for the second row seats with the fold down armrests. We also have the nice cup holders that pop right up. Down below here, we have our 3-prong plug-in. It's more like a house plug-in. It's really easy to use. There are a lot of compatible plug-ins for that, and also another 12-volt plug-in. And this particular model, the Limited model, will have the DVD player. It's also going to be Blu-ray, so all I got to do is press that down. You have a nice little screen here with the disc up top. We also have all the controls for the climate center for the second row seats. Basically everything you can do up in the front, you can also do here in the back. We do have the third row seating in this particular Highlander. As you can see, we have the three seats in the back, and those do fold completely flat into the cargo space of the vehicle, so you'll still have all the cargo space with the floor mats and everything. We'll have the cup holders for the third row as well. And as you can see, they do recline back really nicely, which is good for the third row seats. Not only is it going to be capable to have the third row seats, but it's also going to be wicked comfortable. So as far as all-wheel drive goes, comfort with the leather seats, the four-wheel drive lock button, fuel mileage, you're going to be looking at anywhere between 19 to 23 miles per gallon on average. All around, I think the Highlander is a great vehicle. So again, Byrne, Connor here with Handy Toyota. I just showed you some of the cool features in the 2015 Highlander. You can reach me here at 802-528-2252 or just stop in whenever you get the chance. Thanks.